Hey, what's going on, y'all? We back again. Once again, this is Harlem Kid,
And this is Stigma Goddess.
and we are here to give y'all another of our well, mostly Babe, one of her life experiences. You know what I'm saying? This show is really all about her. Once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Yes, it is. Once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Um, we just came on here to do a quick, how we do a quick show, and letting y'all into our life experiences and stuff like that. We're gonna kind of like switch it up a little bit because we talk a lot about HIV, mental health, and things of that nature. So we have another challenge, that we want to talk about today that has stigma attached to it as well. And I know a lot of y'all could probably relate or know a lot of people that have dealt with this type of stigma, and we call it returning citizens. That's what we call them, people that have been released from prison, jail, whatever. We call it returning citizens. So, with that being said, I want to let Miss Stigma Goddess explain to y'all or like tell you her life experience when it comes to being a returning citizen because she is a returning citizen and she's done 20 years total of prison time, not jail time, prison time, a total of 20 years. So I want to hand the mic over to her and let her explain to y'all or tell y'all about her life experience of being a returning citizen and what she had to deal with, with society and everything of that nature.
Thank you. And
You're
thank
welcome.
everybody for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. So I did a lot of jail time. I started doing jail time. Well, my first time going to juvenile was I think I was like 13. I was 13 years old. Um after after that I kind of got straight for a few years. um
Mhm.
yeah, I kind of got straight for a few years and ended up getting hooked, as everybody know, um on crack cocaine and doing some things that I had no business doing. Um, and so that was my my first time going to jail. The first time I went to prison, I was on probation from the jail time, and I
Mm.
messed up on the probation from the jail time, and they sent my behind to prison.
Wow.
And so I believe my prison time started really early in my life. I let me say now I did not do 20 years straight,
Hmm.
but I did do 20 years of my life broken up in prison,
Okay.
in and out of the jail system. So I've only had 13 years recovery from the justice system.
Wow.
Yeah, because October 31st
Mm-hmm.
will be
Yep.
14 years for
So
my
wow.
recovery of crack cocaine and and being in the jail in the justice system.
Okay. So what type of coming out back and forth, like I know you witnessed or experienced a lot of different stigma
Oh
towards
yeah.
yourself. Like what type of stigma did you experience?
I think the biggest stigma that the first stigma I experienced was by trade I'm a custodian maintenance, right? I
Mhm,
can do floors. Um and when I got out of prison this last time, 13 years ago, my first year,
mhm,
I went to this place called Sizemore, which hires custodian, work.
mhm,
And I went and I did the application. I had my certificate. I mean, I was excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I had it because I know all about what the black pad is, the red, the white. Like I had my stuff down pat, right?
mhm.
And the lady looked at me and she was like, "This is very impressive." She was like, "But I have some bad news for you. We can't hire you because of your background."
Mm, wow, because you've been in prison.
And I got everything. I got my GED while I was in prison, so I had my GED. Um, I had a reference from one of the officer that was my detail officer
Mhm,
was giving me a reference, was willing to give me a reference. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But they wouldn't take me because of my background.
And that's what like a lot of people coming out of prison face as far as trying to get employment. You know, like some of them. Well, at least I know in New York. Me being from New York, a lot of people that come out of prison, the only thing they really do is like construction, like you know, custodian
Mhm.
construction. They get a lot of jobs doing that. Um, if they get an office job, it's by the grace of God. Sometimes, it's luck of the draw. Um, which is messed up because, like, I feel that everybody deserves a second chance in life and living a life. You know what I'm saying? A fulfilling life. Everybody deserves a second chance. Like, yeah, I mean, we all grow up. Nobody's perfect. Even sometimes I feel that the ones that are making the decision to hire us have done some things themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they have done some things themselves, but they'll still look down on you, like you just, you know,
And and it's like they tried to act as if they was pacifying us. They took where, use the application asks if you have a felony, right?
hmm
So they took that box away. But
hmm
then you have jobs that are doing background checks.
yeah, and like a lot of these places. Excuse me, y'all. He barking, so I'm gonna have to step outside.
Oh, we lost her. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can get her back. Give me just a second. But what? There she go.
We back, y'all. We back, y'all. He now got one outside barking. These dogs are just barking today. But anyway,
You really
I
can't
don't know if
hear
y'all
him
can
that
hear him
bad,
or not.
man.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm out here on the porch, but a lot of it's like okay, I'm gonna give an example. It's like a lot of these higher ups might have done stuff and somebody gave them a second chance, but when it comes to giving somebody else a second chance, it's like they think it can't be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's not possible, or they just have no compassion to what maybe because of the crime that was being done or whatever. I guess they look at it as the crime that was being done or whatever. That
Yeah.
they feel like they can't,
So
they can't.
because all mine was
You,
drugs. So
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's I don't think anybody should be penalized or held back from stuff that they've done. Not to say that crime is good, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not. Not to say that using drugs, selling drugs
but
is good. Not to say that embezzlement and all that stuff is good and everything like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I'm just saying everybody deserves a second chance. You
right,
know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Regardless of what the crime may be, and depending on the crime and depending on the type of job you're going for, because pedophiles, I don't think they should be around kids.
that's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So things of that nature, I can understand why you might not hire a person because of, certain stipulations, whatever, whatever. I can understand that. But certain jobs like construction or whatever and stuff like that, that seems like the only field that they really, or
Yeah,
type of any type of labor jobs, or you know what I'm saying, they only hire people.
yeah, because you got to think about it. Construction don't really do all that background and stuff. They just want people in there to help get that stuff built and get that stuff moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they ain't
you
really
know,
even tripping about nobody's background. What you gonna do? Steal a bunch of lumber? You know?
steal a bunch of lumber, some tools, and sell it. Steal
Yeah,
somebody
but
gang box and sell it.
they ain't really, if people
Yeah.
really knew like the work ethic that we have in prison,
Mhm.
they would hire us off the bat as soon as we got out. Because
Mhm.
our work ethic, like we are up for like I was so 4 o'clock in the rising, you are up.
Mhm.
And there ain't no laying back down. Like you get about an hour in between before you have to get up and have your bunk made up, straightened up. You ready to go to detail or do your detail in the dorm, whatever the case
Mhm.
may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's one of the biggest stigmas that I experienced.
So
Um,
how did you cope with it? Like, how did it affect you mentally? Like, how did you cope with it?
well, the first thought was, damn, this some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And um, I got depressed. I did. I got depressed, but
Of course.
I was surrounded with support. I was
Mhm.
staying in a transitional center at
Mhm.
the time. And they was able to give me other ways to maybe get something done.
Mhm.
Um, and so we went through because the Department of Labor said that they would bond us when we got out,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
I didn't get that job. Um, when we went to go to see about me being bonded and being able to go back to get the job, they had stopped bonding us.
Oh wow. So you just missed it.
Yeah. So
Wow.
God kind of stepped in. God kind of stepped in for me. I just continued to like do things around St. Stephen's, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, but this guy, I ran into this guy at Walmart because St. Stephen's used to take us to Walmart to shop.
Okay.
And I ran into this guy named Omar. And he told me he was looking for someone to work for him cleaning a restaurant. And
Okay.
I had never cleaned a restaurant before, but damn it, I knew how to clean. So,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
he gave me my first job.
Okay. Okay.
I was living at St. Stephen's. He gave me my first job, and I end up before he stopped doing because now he only has one store. Back then he had three.
Uh-huh.
So I had became his go-to. Like I was when he wasn't there, I was the one that made sure everything got done.
Okay. Big ups
And
to Omar.
yeah, my bestie, my
Yep, that's
bestie.
what's up. Yeah, he's definitely that's my boy right there. I love some Omar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, like, how can I say it? Like, mm, so basically, he gave you your first. So, where did it go from there? Like, did you start getting other after he gave you your first step up? Did you start getting,
So I never really like I was kind of content with the way because God had kind of stepped in for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed with Omar, I want to say about 5 years,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then then we start realizing that I had some disabilities
Okay.
with the mental health challenges
Yeah.
that was coming in, and so I ended up getting on disability and moving away from kind of the workplace because I couldn't handle it anymore mentally.
Got you. Got you. Got you. So basically, probably what, like after that, I guess you started doing your stop at the time it was stop dust stigma,
Yeah,
DA,
yeah.
stop dust stigma. You started, starting your foundation
Well,
and everything.
I started that like the first year I got out, the
So
second year
you was building that while you was working.
while I was working.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was called stop dust stigma with a DA.
yeah.
Stop dust stigma. Now it's called stop our stigma because stop dust stigma. The what is it? The state
The
said
state
the
secretary
state
of
said
state.
the Secretary of State said it sounds too close to stop the stigma, which is another foundation that's out there. But okay, like I haven't experienced any as far as prison and all that stuff. I've never been to prison or anything. I've been arrested twice though, but I've been arrested twice or whatever, but I've never experienced a prison. I just been to the jail, central booking, stuff like that, what we call in New York central booking, and things of that nature. I don't, everybody said I always had the gift of gab to get out of shit.
And
So,
you
yeah,
do.
they said I had the gift of gab to get out of stuff. So, I never had to experience the prison, thing of that nature. And then I had an instinct, I would do stuff. And if my instinct told me to get out, I would get out.
See,
And like,
I didn't
and,
have
and
that.
yeah, I had an instinct, a strong instinct. Like if I get up, like if I'm doing something and I ain't got no business doing it, and if like I'm doing it for a while, and if something say to get out, I'm gonna get out. And then it's like after I get out, like a week or two later, they get busted or something happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like I got out
yeah,
right in time. So that's
right.
why I probably that man up there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was a little hard headed. He had to sit me down for a little while.
oh, okay, okay.
I was a
Nah,
little hard headed. He would tell me to sit down. I'd be like, we gotta go.
but you know what's funny though? It's like back then he tell me, okay, get your black behind out, I would get out. Now it's like I hear the instinct and I still want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm back. Like it's like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's like yo, get out. You know what I'm saying? It's like
but
go
just
ahead and
remember, every time told you to get out, it was
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I ain't even gonna get on that. That's a whole nother subject, but
Okay, okay,
something totally different. But yeah.
right. But
But
yeah,
I'm
so
getting there though. I'm getting there because we gotta talk about that when we get off of this. But yeah, I'm getting there. So it's gonna be soon. But anyway, I have friends that have experienced what you experienced as far as coming out of prison and can't get a job and
reverting back to that lifestyle and ending up back in jail again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a what they call it, a revolving door.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a revolving door. It's like they don't give y'all a second chance because it's like they want to keep y'all coming back, keep you coming back, getting paid that money to have y'all in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a revolving door. And some people be in there for so long, like not not in stinks like in stinks like how you was in there. Like they're in there for a long period of time, and then when they come out, it's hard for them to adjust
Well,
to the way
it was
things
hard.
are.
It was hard. Like when I did the eight year
That's right.
thing.
Yeah.
When I did the 8 years thing, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um, it was hard for me. So I
Yeah.
went, so I went back in after eight
Yeah.
years.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like they don't even try to help you to not go back in. They want you to go back in, which is
yeah,
crazy to me. But they look at it as a y'all they money ticket, they money, they meal ticket or whatever you want to call it, getting paid for having y'all in there. That's why they building up all these prisons to have us in there. But that's why I'm like so set on trying to get another what you call it, St. Stephen's
transitional home.
transitional home opened up, and I don't want to just do it just in Augusta. I want to like do it all over.
Me
You know what
too.
I'm saying? I
Yeah,
want to be able to do it all over, not just in one place. But um yeah, because it's needed. You know what I'm saying? To help people adjust to the new norm, as we want to
right,
call it, the new norm. Because
right.
they, like I said, a lot of them be in prison for so long, and a lot of people are in there for things that they haven't even done, crimes that they never even committed, and they go in at such a young age, and then when they come out to this new technology and this new stuff going on, it's like they want to go back inside, so they do something to get their butt back inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
And
sometimes what they do is
prison,
worse than what they was in there for.
yeah, prison and jail is they have a life. It's a life of its in its own. It's the language is different. The
Yeah.
attitude is
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Um, the atmosphere is definitely different.
Mhm.
Um, and so it is definitely a life, right?
Yeah. And a learning experience, because it's like I said, it's like they do stuff to go back in there, and sometimes what they do to get back in there is a little worse than what they was really in there for, or worse, or they do something to get back in there because that's what they're used to. Three hots in a cot is what they,
Yeah,
grandma
that's
used to
what
say.
it is.
That's
I
what
knew
grandma used to say.
yeah,
Mhm.
I knew I was gonna get caught with those drugs. Like I wanted to get caught. Like I was
Mhm.
tired.
See,
I was tired of
running the streets.
yeah that part, and I knew
Building.
I
Mhm.
could get that hot meal in a cot,
Them three
and
hots in
then
the cot. Mhm.
yeah, you know. So
But I think it's
it
sad,
just
like.
comes. It just comes though for me, because I always want to stay focused on me and now how I think somebody else should do it or
Mhm.
how somebody else should feel through their journey or get through their journey. But for
Yeah.
me, what what made me not give up was that I found a support system,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And with that support system, when I felt like giving up, when I felt like saying, F this, I'm
Mhm.
tired, yeah, I can't
Yeah.
make it out here. I was
Yeah.
able to talk to that support system about it, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want to go back anymore. I was tired.
Yeah.
I really did not want to live that life.
Yeah. And not everybody has that support system, and not everybody has that oomph or whatever you want to call it, that strive to want to do it, because like I said, they so used to being in that type of you know what I'm saying, environment, that's all they know. Because like I said, a lot of people go in there at such a young age and have to do all that time, and then when they come out, it's like they looking
Yeah,
around like, what the hell is this or what's that, and nothing is the same to them that as when they went in, because they went in at such a young age, and now you damn 20, 30 years in, and you coming out, and it's like they be, a lot of them be scared.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them really
yeah,
be scared. You know, so that's all they know, and they just do stuff to go back in. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I think it's sad. I don't like the system. The system sucks. I say f the system, because I just, yeah, I don't like it at all. I never did, and I still don't to this day. Especially when it comes to us.
yeah,
You know, I don't like it
yeah,
at all. But we just wanted to talk about that today. You know, people return to citizens like Miss Stigma Goddess is. Return to citizen of what, 14 years you said now? Going on 14, you've been out 14 years
October
now?
31st.
October 31st, it'll be 14 years that you've been out. So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah. But that's what we wanted to do. You know, switch, we like switching it up every now and then on this show. You know, you're not gonna hear about the same thing all the time. We like to talk about various things. We will be, we might be off the topic sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But we just like to keep things interesting, you know, and we once again thank y'all for tuning in, you know what I'm
Thank
saying, and keep tuning in. Please get them likes up for us. And we hope to see y'all on the next one.
Yes,
All
definitely.
right. Definitely, definitely. So once again, this is Harlem Kid,
And this is Stigma Goddess.
and I'm tuning in from outside on the porch. Because my child in there barking and everything. So, you know, the things we have to do. But yeah. So we'll see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all again.
Have a
Peace.
great night on purpose.